Hi everyone, this is Piotr from Auction News TV, a channel for property investors interested in property auctions. So today I've got with me Jay Howard, auction manager from Auction House London, and we're going to be talking about some interesting things about auctions. And we're going to start introducing Jay. Hello Jay.
Hello, yeah, lovely to be here, thank you.
Thank you for agreeing to this interview, and thank you for agreeing to share something about the difference between auctions and estate agents.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every opportunity I get.
And so, because it has, like, I get a lot of people approaching me and being interested in auctions, and one of the main things is that the understanding the difference between the dynamics of estate agents and auctions. Could you explain a little bit what's the difference?
I think the main difference is that people focus on is the time difference. So in terms of timescale, the auction timescale is a good 6 to 8 weeks quicker. It's quicker and easier. As opposed to dealing with estate agents, if you're the seller, there's no guarantee in terms of when you exchange that it will actually go through to completion and you'll sell your property. And likewise for a purchaser, there's no guarantee that when you exchange, someone won't come along at a bigger, better price and gazump you. So a lot of people would approach the auction model because they know that when they sell the property, when it exchanges, when they buy the property and exchanges, they're buying the property and they're selling that property at that price with fixed conditions. The other thing is we don't market locally, specifically. We market nationally. And we market nationally with a national database of combined 40 other auctioneers throughout the land, and that's part of what makes us very successful. The other things that people look for at auction is obviously the discount from market value or the perceived market value. A lot of people aren't aware that actually estate agents approach auction houses for their values. Say, well, what did something in this area sell for at auction? Because at auction, the auction sets the market value. So if you had a property on the market for ages, or you've been looking at a property on the market for ages and nothing seems to be happening with it, when you see it come to auction at a discount, that is designed to make you look at that property and make you look at it seriously, but also so you know that actually there is still a deal to be had, and that's one of the best ways to approach the auction as opposed to an estate agency. The guaranteed sales and the time period, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay. So it's really about the decisiveness of the auction environment.
Yeah.
Like people come in and they are committed to sell, and also there are other people committed to buy, and it happens almost immediately.
Oh yes,
on the fall of the hammer.
That's the power of it. That's a lot of people when they're dealing with properties as well as dealing with their lives, there's so much uncertainty involved. But when you have a crisp, clean process going forwards, it just takes all of the stress and hopefully all the stress and a lot of hassle out of it, because by the time you've gone to the auction, you've hopefully viewed the property and you've read the legal pack. As opposed to an estate agency, when you put your offer forward, you don't know what you're buying. You then have to wait for the heads of terms and the other information to come forward to see if you want to proceed. That's all gone. At auction, you get that in front, you exchange, you complete. Nice and easy.
Okay, great. And one of the big differences between estate agents and auctions is also the fact that with auction, you take the property on with the kind of the low reserve.
Yes.
And then people come in and they bid up to the price they are happy to pay.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the difficulty that buyers and sellers miss sometimes. I mean, those who get it are very, very successful at the auctions, for buyers or sellers. So for sellers, it works completely opposite to estate agents. So instead of starting at £800,000 and then slowly bringing it down until someone comes with an offer, we start at £700,000 and hopefully get to where the estate agent would have got it, if not higher. And it's the same with purchasers as well. Like, what's wrong with it? What's the big issue? What's going on here? Well, for a start, the property's been on the market for however long. And yeah, there's a deal to be had here. And you will start at this price. You will battle against anybody else, if there is anybody else. And you'll win it for the correct price, the market value set on the day.
Okay, that's great. And so the next opportunity to come and buy things at the auction is on the 22nd of February, correct?
Yes, the 22nd of February. Big auction for us, 138 properties. That's the largest auction that we've had. So it's a bit of a milestone for us here at Auction House. And yeah, so many different types of properties. There's so many different trends going on at the moment. I know you know Piotr, but people are looking at land, whether it's got planning or without planning. People are looking at ongoing investments, so properties that have got income already vacant to turn into HMOs. There's just so much out there. It's like a big sweet shop for investors and even for home end users, home owner occupiers. Plenty out there.
Yeah, one of the common hot trends right now is buying commercial and residential mixed-use properties. Because that way people save on the 3% surcharge of stamp duty, and also there is opportunities to convert some of those under permitted development rights. So do you have enough of those in your next catalogue?
We do. We have three, I think, mixed-use buildings. One that is in Green Lanes, one that is in Romford in Essex, and there is another one, I think, but it's up north. But the thing that's so interesting about the mixed-use properties, again with the waiver from the 3% and the potential permitted development, is a lot of people see it as recession-proof. Because if there's a recession and the local street scene goes quiet and you lose your commercial presence there, you still have the residential above to keep you afloat. And likewise, if one or two of the residentials go vacant and you have the commercial, it's just a really good way to manage your stock without actually having to do any additional work.
Yeah. Okay, great. And also before your auction next in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time, yes.
You're gonna have a networking event as usual.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Could you say a little bit about this?
Oh, I love the networking event. About 2 years ago, I started going to networking events, so PPNs, PINs, YPNs, the Baker Street property meets, all these different things, and they're amazing places to meet people. Everyone's got a story, everyone's looking for a different thing, everyone's doing stuff like this. But they're making friends, they're connecting, they're putting ideas together. Some of them are JVing together, which is fantastic. And I thought, well, we're missing something here, because these are all these property people that want to know people, want to know more things. Why not give them a live environment where they can come along, grab a free coffee, sit down, listen to a talk from industry professionals, and if they want, stay in and listen to the auction or take part in the auction if there's a property they're interested in. And it's really taken off. I think in December we had 200 people just for the coffee morning. It was unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we had our standard 500 or 600 for the auction, but to start with that many people in the room looking and they're talking, and there's a lot of energy. It's a very...
Especially for 9 o'clock in a weekday, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, if you think all of the pins and professional networking places are either before work or after work, this is asking people to take a big chunk of their morning out.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I mean, we get people that come back time and again, so there's definitely value there. But it's one of my favourite events. Okay. It's a little bit biased, but it's one of my favourite events.
That's great. Well, we're looking forward to this. And if you'd like to come in and book, the link is just here. You can type it in and book yourself in for the property coffee morning with free coffee, free networking before the next auctions, London auction.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jay.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to the auction. Thank
Cheers.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
And speak to you next week.